Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Got a big day tomorrow, big Super Bowl day. Big day tomorrow, boys. Big fucking day. Appreciate you, bro. For tomorrow, I mean, I'm not gonna get into the deep and like nitty gritty of the props and all that for tomorrow, man. There is a prop I will say I like. I think it's team total or total passing touchdowns in the game over 2.5 plus 900 on FanDuel. You can go look for that. I think it's 2.5 total touchdowns passing. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to get into the full slate of Super Bowl tomorrow. I'm going to be dropping a pass for $40, get you access to the soccer in the morning, get you access to NBA in the morning, get you access to college basketball in the morning, and then you'll be ready for all the lottos and special props that I got for Super Bowl. Even if you don't play the early games, the other sports, it's worth it just for the Super Bowl. Last year we cashed 2 lottos and we hit one of them little gimmicky props. So enough said on that. We'll get to that tomorrow. I do like, North Carolina Duke, fire fucking game. I'm happy somebody asked about that. Look, I lean Duke, man. I don't love laying the 5.5. I really don't. I think that Carolina keeps this thing close and competitive. But if you look at Duke's track record, they're more physical. They're better at scoring the ball than Carolina. Um, Duke's handled some of the opponents that competed with Carolina. Duke handled. I think that Duke pulls away late. I think the physicality eats up a young North Carolina team. Duke's better coached. So if I'm going to pick a side, I trust Duke to cover the 5 to 5.5 more than I do Carolina, keeping it close. So that's where I'm at on that one, y'all. Give me Duke minus 5.5. And since you guys are here on the live, I'll tell you what I did with that Duke play. I went ahead and took Florida money line, and I took Duke money line, and I put those together, and that's one of my better plays of the day, guys. Florida and Duke together. I just feel like both of those spreads. I believe Florida covers the minus 6.5. I don't see them having any problem. I was on Oklahoma today. They're beating the brakes off of Vanderbilt. That's crazy. I wish I'd have hit that harder. Now in hindsight, it felt like too many points to begin with. I didn't see them beating them, but man, they're beating the brakes off them. It's always nice when they beat the brakes off a team and they're getting points. It's always nice. What else we got in here, bro? I just want to see what some of y'all asking. But yeah, like I said, I'm not getting into player props on Super Bowl for today. But what I will cover is a couple NBA games for tonight. That's really what I'm jumping on here for, to give you some NBA leans and to give you guys a couple college basketball takes. Michigan State, Illinois, right? I'm going Michigan State tonight, and I want to get on here and explain my reason and why on this. Is Michigan is better at rebounding the ball. They got better size in the front court. They have one of the better back courts in the country. I think coming off of a court storm at the Barn in Minnesota, this is a spot play. Not only is Michigan State the better play, but I believe it's a spot play as well. Izzo has them up. This team is up. They're ready. They just got upset at one of the tougher stadiums in college basketball to play in my opinion, next to Cameron Indoor and a couple others, is the Barn out in Minnesota. And Minnesota has a sneaky good team this year. But I'm going Michigan, man, over Illinois. Illinois got them Euro boys out there. You got some of these pros coming in, G League guys playing back into the NCAA this year. But I think Michigan State, with their guards and their front court, just end up having a better game offensively on the offensive rebounds, and then the guard play just out bettering Illinois. So give me Michigan State today at home. Izzo will have them boys ready. That's what I like. Kentucky, Tennessee, man, big fan of Tennessee tonight. Rocky Top, go Vols. They're due. Kentucky's been hot, man. They've won, God, how many games in a row now has Kentucky won? They've won a couple. They're looking better. I just don't believe that they have the consistency on offense to hang with Tennessee. Kind of similar to what my take is on Duke. I think that Duke pulls away late due to the physicality of how they play. I think Tennessee, their tempo that they play with, ends up beating Kentucky. Kentucky's defense has been better as of late, but I don't believe that they have the tempo to keep up with the Tennessee Vols the whole game. So give me that one all day long. Who's UCLA playing today, Ralph? Is it Washington? Is Washington UCLA? That was a close game last time, and UCLA pulled away late. And UCLA is a great home team. I'm going to go UCLA. I don't have any money on that game. Yeah, Griff, BYU, I've got money on them. This is a great spot play as well. You talk about handicappers and what we take with our plays. It's not always just the matchup and the stats. Sometimes it's the spot. Sometimes it's solely the spot. And BYU is a spot play, right? You got one of the best players in the country in AJ, and they're dropped 3 in a row. Houston has been inconsistent on offense. Their defense they can lean on, but they've been inconsistent on offense. That's why I like this spot for BYU. One, best player in the country maybe in AJ. Then you've got them at home coming off 3 losses in a row. Yeah, man, give me BYU over Houston today at home. Yeah, Ralph, I like UCLA over Washington. The only reason it was close last time is Washington started clipping some threes late in the game. And UCLA is great at home. They're terrible on the road. They're a team to fade on the road, and they're a team to go with on at home. They're at home today against Washington. Give me UCLA. And the other thing, guys, I wanted to talk about was a little bit of NBA real quick while it's fresh on my mind. It feels like the Mavs getting 11s too much. The Mavs has been playing better ball. Cooper Flagg has been averaging over 30 the last 4 games. I'm not saying they're going to come in here and win. That's a good-looking dog. That's a good-looking dog. It's a good-looking dog, ain't it? But what I was saying, Flagg, averaging 30 points a game. I see these guys keeping it a lot closer. I like the alt lines. Like, if you wanted to tease up some of these plays, like if you wanted to tease up the Mavericks, the Sixers, there's one more line that's jumping out at me. I was the Rockets. I took the Rockets plus 4.5. We're getting ready to cash on that. There's one more. But aside from that, guys, I like the Lakers tonight. I like the Hornets tonight. And there's one more play that I just can't seem to think. I want to tease it up. Plus points. Yeah, that Mavs team has been playing well, and they got good size. It's like they can match up well. I feel like the Mavs team matches up well with the Spurs. Like, there's teams that don't match up well with the Spurs because of the Spurs' athleticism and pace, but the Mavs have that. And now that AD's gone, like, that frees up, in my opinion, the Mavs. They don't have to worry about AD, and they can focus on Flagg. They can focus on those role players, Najee Marshall, PJ Washington. You know what I mean? Like, give me the Mavs tonight plus 11. And if you want to tease that up to like plus 14 and put that with, I don't know, the Hornets tease to like plus 3.5 or shit, Hornets money line for that sake. I mean, we can go there. I don't like the Cavs tonight laying 11. I know they're playing the Kings, who are ass. I don't like that game at all. Unless you forced me to pick a side, I would probably say I'd go Cavs. And I don't like it. I do think Harden has a good game tonight. I like Harden for over 8 assists. I think Harden comes out and he plays well. He distributes the ball well, gets Donovan Mitchell involved. I could see Donovan Mitchell knocking down 4 or 5 threes tonight, getting hot, just because of Harden creating some space and kicking them out to him on the wings. So I kind of like that play as far as player props go. I think there might be some value on the Cavs players, especially Donovan Mitchell and Harden. I feel like there's a game I'm missing that I want to talk about. You guys write down a couple games for NBA for me. You got the Mavs and the Spurs. You got the Lakers. Oh, it's the Nuggets. It's the Nuggets. I think I'm saying, like, I think the Nuggets cover that, man. I don't think Jalen Smith and Patrick Williams, I don't think they can cover Jokic. They don't have a big man that can cover Jokic, bro. Best straight bet. Best straight bet. It's a good question. I like the Lakers tonight. I like AR-15, man. And I also like Michigan State. I like those 2 plays a lot. So take either one you want. Lakers laying the points, -2.5, -3. And then Michigan State. I like Michigan State a lot as well, man. I think this is a spot play for Michigan State, just like it is for BYU. And I think that they're both the more talented teams. So you combine talent with spot play, man, that feels like a great spot to put some money. Yeah, Nuggets, man, -6. Feels right. I know they're on the road. They're not as good on the road. And they're without a couple players still, but the Bulls blew their team up. I mean, I'm going to have to go with Jokic just outclassing these guys tonight along with Jamal Murray. They pull away late, win by 8 to 10 points. Not saying it's a blowout, but they pull away late and win. But I like Lakers -3. I like Michigan State. I know that the thing about this game, gambling and sports handicapping, you get scars, you lose. You know, you take Michigan State against Michigan last week, and you're like, fuck, they fucked me. You take them to open up the season, and they don't cover the spread, and you're like, they fucked me. I've lost 200, 300, 1,000, however much you wagered on them the last couple weeks, you know, and you're like, I don't trust them. You got to get over that. You got to play the plays when they're there, and I think that this is a play here, Michigan State over Illinois today. I also, like I said, I like Duke and I like Florida together as a two-leg. Lakers -3, Nuggets -6. I could go on and on. We got a really good late slate, guys. Hope you guys are in here listening and getting some of this money, getting some of this knowledge. Use that money, lock in tomorrow, because we're going to have a big Super Bowl Sunday, dog. Big Super Bowl Sunday. Just going through this real quick, see what y'all got in the comments. Yeah. That's it, fellas. I don't really got anything else. I just want to jump on here, run through a couple plays. It's the eve of the Super Bowl. Yeah, money's coming in. I mean, look, dude. I had my film guy, put together a little clip. I'm sure you guys saw it, where I was at the concert and Bad Bunny's doing the halftime show, and so I asked a couple people, hey, who you taking? A ton of people like the Patriots, but all the money's flowing in on Seattle. And as I was making that little film and kind of guiding them on what I wanted it to look like, we were watching the Seattle clips, and I was like, my God, bro, their defense is just unreal. It's not the Seattle offense that scares me, because I think the Patriots have a good enough defense to kind of smother Darnold and to keep that offense quiet. What fucking scares me is that defense, dude. That defense for Seattle is scary. But with that said, I've been pretty public about it, and I'll be public about it tomorrow. I'm going Patriots plus 4.5. Look, we took the Eagles last year. I wish it was as simple as that. As soon as the NFC Championship was over last year, I said, oh, they're winning it all. And I took the alt line. I alted it up. Eagles were, getting points. I ended up taking the Eagles -6.5 last year, making good money on it. I don't think that's a spot like that this year for either side. Maybe you could say Seattle wins by a touchdown. But I like the Patriots here, man. I just think that Vrabel has them ready. I think Drake May is the true MVP, not Matt Stafford. And they come out and they find a way to keep it close. I see this being a field goal game. Now, we're in the Super Bowl with two really good defenses. If you're going to give me 4.5 in my pocket, that's the smarter play. I'd rather sit there and cheer the Super Bowl with 4.5 in my pocket for a good Patriots team than laying 4.5 with Seattle, knowing Sam Darnold could throw back-to-back interceptions. That's my take. And that's where I'm at on it. I think this is going to be a really good Super Bowl. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. And the money keeps flowing in, and I'm sure you guys know that the Super Bowl is an entertainment show. Over the last several years, we haven't seen a lot of blowouts in the Super Bowl. I mean, last year got out of hand a little bit with Kansas City and Philly. Kansas City made a late push, but for the most part, these Super Bowls have been close the last couple years. Yeah, I think so. I think it stays within 7. If Seattle does win, it's no more than 7 points. It's a touchdown, and they cover. But if that's the case, I had the 4.5 in my pocket. Yeah, I don't hate North Carolina 6, but like I explained to you earlier, Sports Junkie, I like, when I'm making a decision on handicapping here, is what's the likelihood? I think the likelihood of Duke blowing out North Carolina is much higher than North Carolina keeping it a 2-possession, 3-possession game. I get it. They're in Cameron Indoor. You got to remember that as well. They're on the road. This is a young North Carolina team. I like Duke -5.5. I don't have money on the 5.5 spread myself. I've got it on, like I told you, paired up with Florida on the money line. But if I was to lay points, I think I'm going to go Duke. North Carolina is good and all, but what games have they really kept close other than the one they won a week or two ago, where they won it outright? I can't remember what team that was that they beat. It was a top 25 team. But that was really the only one that they've kept close. This will be a good test. I mean, it'll show us who North Carolina really is tonight. If they can keep it within 6, North Carolina is going to have a good season. But that's where I'm at on North Carolina. I explained Michigan State to you guys. North Carolina, Duke. I'm leaning Duke 5.5. Lakers -3. That's really it, man. Patriots +4.5 tomorrow. That's where I'm going. Hopefully you guys picked on a little bit of knowledge in this live and you use that tonight, make some money, and we roll into Super Bowl Sunday and run it up. Run up the fucking score. I'm looking to cash a lotto tomorrow. Looking to make a substantial amount of money like we did last year. Last year's Super Bowl win really changed the year for myself and a couple. I mean, last year I had a lot less clients. I had just started the page a couple months before, and so I wish I could say, hey, a ton of people ate. But if we hit big tomorrow, a lot of people eat. I know that, and that's the goal, right? So let's fucking clear out the books. Patriots +4.5. Final thoughts, closing thoughts. I won't be doing a live tomorrow, but like I said, I will have a special pass. I'll have it on my story. I'll have it in my bio. You'll see it. It's worth the $40. You'll get all my plays tomorrow, including soccer, NCAA, NBA, everything. And even if you're just playing NFL tomorrow, it's worth it. Let's fucking get it. Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. Book the fucking one way. All right, guys, here. Final thoughts. Tune in. Come on, give me one more fucking person in here. Give me one more person. Y'all fucking jerking off on a Saturday. That's what y'all doing. All right, here we go. Lakers -3. I like them in this spot a lot. I'm not going to get into the details. I'm just going to shout the plays at you. Lakers -3. Michigan State, great spot play. BYU, great spot play. I said I like Duke -5.5. I'm going on the side that the likelihood North Carolina gets blown out is a lot higher than the likelihood they keep it close. But I wouldn't be surprised to see North Carolina keep it competitive. I really wouldn't. But if I'm going to lean aside where I'm going to lay my money on a spread in that game, it's there. But I told you guys I like Florida and Duke paired up on the money line together like a two-leg. I think that's it, man. Give me Nuggets -6. We just cashed on the Rockets +4.5. I think we're out, man. That's it. There's nothing else that I find super sexy. If you want to take the 76ers, take them. Booker's back tonight. That could be a close game. The Suns have been fucking me all year. It's like when I take them, I lose. When I fade them, I lose. So I'm not touching that game tonight. Oh, I do like the Hornets a lot. I think tonight would make it 10 straight games in a row against Atlanta, in Atlanta. Give me the Hornets. They're going to keep it rolling. Give me that. All right, that's where we're at. Let's book the one way. Have a good fucking night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for the Super Bowl. Let's get it.